A man sold the Eiffel Tower. Twice. In 1925, he convinced Paris's top scrap dealers the government was secretly tearing it down. Victor Lustig wasn't a government man at all. He was one of the most convincing con artists alive, fluent in several languages, comfortable posing as anyone the moment required. That spring, newspapers were full of real debate. The Eiffel Tower was rusting, expensive to maintain, never meant to stand this long. Lustig read every word. He saw an opening nobody else could see, and within weeks, he was posing as a senior French government official with a shocking announcement. Lustig hired a forger to produce official government stationery, invented a title, and studied exactly which businessmen were ambitious enough to believe him. He invited a small group of Paris's top scrap metal dealers to a private, confidential meeting at a luxury hotel suite, the Hôtel de Crillon. There, he told them the tower was structurally failing, too costly to maintain, and the government had quietly decided to dismantle it for scrap. It had to stay secret, he warned. The public would be outraged. Whoever won the bid would own thousands of tons of Eiffel Tower iron. Every dealer at that table wanted in. But Lustig was only ever interested in one of them, a young, insecure businessman named André Poisson. Poisson was ambitious but knew money, desperate to break into Paris's old business elite. Lustig had spotted exactly the weakness he needed. The bids came in. Lustig collected each one, thanked the room, and quietly arranged a private follow-up meeting, just himself and Poisson. Behind closed doors, the real con began. Lustig dropped the official act just enough to make Poisson feel like he was finally on the inside. If a story like this is new to you, hit subscribe. There's more where this came from. Because Lustig wasn't finished yet. He confided in Poisson. He was just an underpaid government clerk, and if Poisson padded the price a little, the contract was guaranteed. It was a bribe, and Poisson took it instantly. He wasn't just buying a tower. He was buying his way into the inner circle. Poisson paid the asking price, plus the bribe, nearly 70,000 francs, for a monument that was never, for 1 second, for sale. Lustig took the cash, thanked him warmly, and boarded a train out of Paris that same night, leaving no forwarding address behind. Poisson realized the truth almost immediately, but he never called the police. Admitting he'd been conned and bribed an official was too humiliating. Days passed, then weeks. Lustig scoured every Paris newspaper for a scandal that never came. Not a single headline. Not one word. Silence meant only one thing to a man like Lustig: it had worked completely. Poisson. And Poisson would rather lose the money than the embarrassment. So he did something almost nobody would dare. He came back to Paris months later and ran the exact same con on a brand new group. This time, one of the dealers hesitated. He asked questions. He talked to people who weren't supposed to know. And the story started to leak. Police were alerted before the second scheme could close. But Lustig was already gone, booked on a ship bound for the United States. He escaped the only city where anyone could ever prove what he'd done, carrying the one secret that mattered: the tower was never his to sell. In America, Lustig aimed even higher. He convinced Al Capone to invest $50,000, then returned every cent 2 months later. Capone, stunned by his apparent honesty, handed him $5,000 as a reward. Lustig had never invested a single dollar of it. By 1930, he'd built a counterfeiting ring so precise it fooled banks for 5 straight years, until his own mistress turned him in. Victor Lustig was arrested in 1935, sentenced to 20 years, and sent to Alcatraz. He died there in 1947, still an inmate. He never owned the Eiffel Tower for a single second, and he still managed to sell it twice. That's the whole story. If you like this one, subscribe for more stories like it, and let me know in the comments. What's the boldest con you've ever heard of?